Hi guys, welcome to another series of this HTML tutorial. Today we are going to be exploring how to insert list in your HTML. Like if you want some list in your HTML just to itemize some part of your codes, you will find this very helpful. Now to insert HTML list in your HTML code, you just have to add your HTML snippet like this, then come to this page title and change it to HTML list or any title you want. But me, I want to use HTML list. Okay, after having this, if you preview, you are just going to notice that the title in the page of your first page is now HTML list at that very top. As you can see right here, it is showing HTML list. Okay, now let's go back to our code and write out some list. In HTML we have three type of list. First, you see what I just put right now here, we call it comment. In HTML, anytime you put this, it is called comment. It is ignored by the browser, so it is not displayed. Even no matter what you put here, it will not be read by the browser. Just for you to know that okay, this is what I'm doing. You can just like a little note that you are adding inside your code directly for you to know that this is what you are doing in that aspect of the code. You will know maybe what they are doing. You just want to maybe some feature developer, they will be able to use it. So HTML supports using this kind of stuff. Many programming language also support it as well, but for this markup language, it also have this particular comments. So now let's begin. We have the first list, we call it ordered list. Like this. We have another list which we call unordered list. Like this. We have another one which is description list. If I should be explaining each one of these for you, you may not know the difference between them, but let's practice some code on them and see. Let's just preview all these comments and see what is going to happen first. By previewing this, you will notice that there is nothing happening inside this code yet, because those are just comments, so it is ignored by the browser. It is ignored. What we now have to do is that for our order list, to declare your order list, to have an order list, you just have to use OL, ordered list. So just like that. Have this. For your unordered list, you have UL to declare your order list, and then we have a description list which is DL for your description list, just like that. So inside here we are going to be adding our description list item. So inside there we are going to be adding our order list item, while also for our for another list item right here and ordered list item inside this place. Okay, now let's add some value. To add anything inside your order list, you are going to use li tag, that is list tag is li, just like that. Li, so let's make it 3. Li, I will love to make it up to like 5. Let me just copy this and we use them. Okay, we have it like this. So inside this place, let's say we have a title for each of them. Now let me have h1 tag to just give it a title, h1. Okay, h1, let me call it ordered list, ordered. So let's just name it like that, and right here let's give it another h1 tag, so and call it unordered. While for this we can have another h1 and call it description list. So unordered list and ordered list. Okay, right here now I have all this up to like 5. Let me just pick and paste it right here. Okay, but for this description list we don't used to use li, we use d. For your description list we have other things that we used to use. I'll come back to this later. Let's exploit this first of all. Let's exploit these two, then we'll go back to that later. Okay, we have inside this list li, we are going to put let's say we have color. Let's put some color. Then we have a red, we have a blue, we have a green, we have white, and we have black. Then we have, let's have a yellow. Okay, let's preview this order list and see what is happening. Let's preview and see our results. You see, this is showing you red, blue, green, everything is numbered. While for unordered list, because nothing is there yet, it is just using dot. That is showing you that this unordered list, let's try and put something and see maybe it is because it is empty or not. We are going to see for ourselves. For this, let's just put red, just like that, just like as above. Green, okay. We have a white and we have a black. Let's change this so that you can see it is changing a little bit. Pink and pink, and then I want a gray. Let's have it like this and see for ourselves. Now I have populated. As you can see, by default, what this is using, it is using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is numbered. That's order list for you. It helps you to order them. Like it automatically add the numbers for you. While for the order list, it automatically add those bullets to it for you. So all these are called bullets. All these particular this dot that you are seeing here, they are called bullet. Well, all these number are the one denoting that it is an ordered list. That's for that. Now let's check more example. Okay, on them you as they are assuming that I don't want 1, 2, 3. It is easier to do. Just come to your OL tag, just type equals to the type that you want. You are going to specify it right here, and the type that you want. Let's say you want A, you want small letters. You are going to have it like this: A, B, C, D, E, F. So automatically it will arrange it for you. And if you want, let's say you want capital form, just put it like that and have it A, B, C, D, E, F. It will change itself. Okay. You can easily use Roman numeral as well, like I. Then preview. It will change itself automatically. And if you want to use capital form, you can use I like this and it will change. That is it for you. Okay. Now, after exploring this, let's explore the kind of type that we can use in another list. We have another type for this as well. So the type can be what? You see, this type that I am putting here, or the one that I'm putting here, this type after the main tag name, we call this type like this. This type equals to everything that is here like this. We call them attributes in HTML. So attributes is just used to add more to the tag, more value to the tag that we are currently using. So as you can see, it is telling this particular tag that more information about it is that I want to change some default behavior to this. That's what attribute is used for in this particular aspect. And right here, we have another. You cannot use any other name. The type is always type equals to. Not that you change this one to book and you say equals to. No, it will not work like that. You just use type equals to. Let's say this red and green. By default, it usually use disk like this. If you preview it, you are going to notice that there is no difference. Like there's no difference in what is bringing out for you in this another list aspect. As you can see, this red, green, blue, the dot is still showing. So to change it, you can just change from disk. That's the default behavior. You can change it to circle. As you can see, wow, this has changed. I hope you can see all these things that is changing now. From the first dot it has changed to that. Also, let's change it to another thing. Let's say we want a square format to be in the form of square, like square to be the list type. So you just change it to square. Upon changing to square, let's preview again. As you can see, it has changed as well. So that is the power of list in HTML. Okay, but let's move to description list. Under this description list, what are we going to find there is that description list. Okay, before I move on to that, there's one thing else that I want you to know about this attribute of order list. We can also have reverse. Like let me say for this order list, let me use ABCD to show you like A like this right now. It is having this ABCDEF. You can easily add reverse to it if you want it to be fast. So just add a fast, just like that, and preview. It has changed. It's changed from ABCD that is there. It has changed from F. It is not changing the value that we have. It just changed the number. Okay. Also, one aspect about this is that you cannot use that. No, you can only use it for it. You can use it for any of those types. Okay. You can. Let's say you're having Roman numeral high like this, so if you preview it, it's still going to reverse that one as well. Okay, you can also change it. Let's assume that we're having our default numbering system. Let's be having our 1 just like this, and if you check it out, you are going to notice that it has been reversed. Also started from 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. But what will happen is that if you try to create another list separately, maybe you don't want it to. For example, now we have another attribute that we call start. starts like this, where you want your number to start counting from. If you don't want it to start from 1, let's say you just want it to be like maybe from 5, maybe you have already have a particular aspect where you have been explaining, like you have made many lists earlier before in part of your pages, and then you just want to continue the numbering system right from this place. You can just indicate the number that you should start from this number. If you specify that you should start from 3, let's say 3 for example, and preview, you will notice that the number is starting from 3 to 1 0 minus 1 minus 2. That's where it is starting from. As you can see, it is because you still reverse. Okay, let's remove this reverse and we check it again. Okay, start equals to 3. So it is starting from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It will be going like that. But if you use the reverse, it means that it is going to start from that 3 and be counting backward. So it will start from 3 to 1. That's why we are having the minus sign at the in our list before. We don't usually want that kind of numbering system. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can continue your list. I hope you see that now. Okay, now let's try another thing. What we are going to try next is that we have to try our description list. Let's try our description list next. So in this description list, what you can easily have in your description list is that you can have description term and then description definition. Like this part, we don't usually use it in most of the pages, like a glossary of a book, or you want to use it for a dictionary. So that's what this is mainly used for. So, but you just need to know them in case you are in need of it. Just know that something like this exists in HTML. What I'm going to put here is definition term, like what you want to define. Let's say I want to define HTML, for example. So this is the term that you want to define. So you now make the definition. The definition will now be what? DD, which is description definition. While this is description term, description definition, you can say that hypertext markup language. Okay, you can have it like this. Let's preview what you are having right now and see. As you can see, HTML hypertext markup language. It is not using any list. This doesn't usually use any of those dot or 1 to 3. No those numbering system. Those usually used to there's nothing like all those indicator in description list. Okay, so this about description list. You can make any use of this. You can next them inside each other by default, and that's what you are going to be consider. We are going to consider that in our next lecture. That we're going to nest them inside each other to make a chain of a complex nesting mechanism in HTML. Guys, if you like this video, kindly like, subscribe and share. Okay, if you have not done so, as you can see, this is what we are still having. So let me take back to our default. So you can have your stats to be that. Okay, and if you don't specify, it is going to use 1 2 3 by default, just like this, and the bullet by default just like that, just like this. Okay, so simple as that. Not that you can only have HTML for this. You can also, if you want another definition, just come right inside this place like this. That okay, another definition term. Maybe you want to define CSS DT, then your definition CSS. So the definition for the CSS, you can now put it down that DD. Okay, then your CSS, that cascading style sheet, just like that. Oh, I hope you see this. So very useful for you, and it will save you a lot of time if you know this. Okay, this is it, guys. As you can see, the results, it looks beautiful, and you can easily use any of it later on in your code. Guys, kindly follow, like, subscribe and share. See you guys later. Bye.